Hello everyone. Today's my topic is the bryophytes. So bryophytes is the group of the plant kingdom. So in that concept or in that topic, I will explain the characteristic of the bryophytes and their classification. So here is some characteristic I put up here. Firstly, what is the bryophytes? So bryophytes is the Greek word. Bryons means the moss and phyca means the plant. Okay, so their meaning is the moss like plant, so that called as a bryophyta plants. So this plant evolved uh, during the 400 million year ago. Okay, so bryophyta plants during the 400 million years ago. So bryophyta do not have any true vascular bundle. Okay, so they not having any true vascular bundle, same as those vascular bundle present inside the pteridophytic organism and the gymnosperm and angiosperm. Same as the vascular bundle or vascular tissues are completely absent or lack inside the bryophyta members. So bryophyta, there is another characteristic, they lack the leaves. So true leaves structure they lack, but the scaly leaves like structure observed in the some members of the bryophyta. And this scaly like leaves contain the chloroplast content for the photosynthesis purpose. So they lack the true root system also. So instead of the true root system, they having the rhizoid like structure. So you simply see here in image there is a funaria species of the moss. They having the rhizoid like structure of the root like structure. So they lack vascular tissue, simply no lignified tissue. Okay, they have rhizoids. So rhizoid as a use as a absorption of the water and minerals from the soil. Usually they are the small. Bryophytes are usually small. Ground on they growing on the ground or hanging, or they growing on the tree trunk also. They lack the true stem. Okay, so they lack the true stem. So habitat they live and grow in the moist places or the humid environments. They having 400 they having 900 genera. Okay, in the world they having the 900 genera plus, because day to day the new species will be discovered, they are added in the genera. They having 24,000 species plus up to the this point, or up to the this year they having the 24 species in the world. Mode of nutrition, they are the autotrophic as well as the saprophytic mode of nutrition. The plant body is thalloid structure. For example, Markensia, Anthoceros. Sporophytic body have three parts divided: food, seta, capsule. So this is the food, this is the seta, and this is the capsule. Especially this is the sporophytic body. So classification of the bryophyta. Classification of the bryophyta is divided into three classes. Massae, that means the moss. Hepatis, that calls live liverbirds. Anthocerots, that calls hornbirds. So first class Massae. So Massae, that means the simply called as the mosses. The body of the moss is usually leafy like structure. Okay, you simply see here the body is a leafy like structure. They grow in the damp condition, shady location, or the moist condition. Second class Hepataceae, that means the liverbirds. Why they are called as the liverbirds? They are looking like the liver organ. That's why they are called as the liverbirds. They mainly are flatted thalloid body structure present. They having the flat body like structure. They having the rhizoid root as a system present. So the third class is Anthoceros. So Anthoceros having they looking like the horned roots. So this structure is a horn like structure. So that's why they call it as a horn roots. The unlike the bryophyta is higher plant, most especially hornworts, have the contain the single chloroplast. Okay, so they are green in color because the chloroplast contain present here inside the sporophytic body. The detailed classification of the bryophyta. So there is some members I put up here. Okay, so this is the some members of the bryophyta. So detailed classification, first is the mosses. So mosses, this is the structure of the mosses. The small soft plant body, usually 1 to 10 centimeter their height, typically grow in the moist condition or the shady places. The some are the found in the river's bank or the rocky surfaces of the moist forest or the evergreen forest. Flowerless, seedless. Okay, so in that body they are completely lack the flowers and seed. Liverworts. So liverworts is the second class. So simply they looking like the liver lobe like structure. That's why they call it as a liverworts. The flowerless, seedless plant. Okay, they contain the large patches on the rocky surface, on the soil, or on the tree trunk also. Their example is some example like the marking, some example like the Riccia, then another example are called as the Plagiocasma. Okay, so Riccia and Plagiocasma is the well-known example of the liverworts. They also growing in the moist and shady places and along the streams or the river banks. Hornworts. So hornworts also flowerless, seedless plant, and they produce the spores. Okay, so they having the needle-like structure, and this is the in that needle-like structure or horn they produce the spore or and the elaters. Type of the reproduction. So in that bryophyta, basically three type of the reproduction: vegetative reproduction and asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Vegetative reproduction, especially they reproduce the take place by the asexual spore like endospore or akinetous bodies. Using akinetous bodies and endospore, they get reproduced and develop the whole body. Then second is the asexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction is the type of the reproduction observed in the bryophyta. So there is a capsule. In that capsule, the produce the sporangium, and in that sporangium there is a spore produced, and this spore get germinate in the favorable condition. They germinate and develop the whole body of the same species. So their example is a Riccia and Markensia. Then sexual reproduction. So in that sexual reproduction, the involvement of the organism like female part of the plant body and male part of the plant body, they produce the sperm and the antheridium. From antheridium there is a oogonium. From the antheridium they produce the spore, and from the oogonium they produce the egg. So this egg get deposited on the surface and they get travel and the fuse to the egg, and they get fertilized take place. After the fertilization they develop the body like the spore body. Okay, and on the spore, they in that spore like capsule, in the capsule they synthesize or they produce the spore, and this spore get mature. After maturation they get liberate in the environment and they get germinate in the favorable environment. After that germinating they develop the same body. Okay, so this is the sexual reproduction or the life cycle body of the bryophyta members. Okay, so there after the fertilization, again here is the same explanation. So that's all the bryophyta.